Hello YouTube, this is Bayu here. What I got for you today is a product from South America, to be precise, Peruvian, but the South American natives were having these for the last 2300 years, even before the silly Europeans got to the Americas. The Nakatsa, to be precise, that idiot. And then here we go. The company that packs this is called Vermont, and the product is called Chuño, C-H-U-Ñ, Spanish. Remember, it's not Anglo product. It's Inca product. Ñ or Chuño, entero means whole. And basically what Chuño is the name in Quechua and Aymara, both of them. Not much Aymara, but more Quechua. Quechua, not Quechua, it's a big difference. Quechua's on the north, Quechua's in the south. Right, producer? Now, she likes the south, I like the north. And it's nothing more like potatoes. Now, some of you that watch me outside the continental U.S., especially educated in the box, and now you're realizing that your education went to pieces now with Mama Bear is swallowing whole, especially eastern part of Ukraine. You understand that your education means nothing because it's nothing but a whole bunch of lies. But the process of the potatoes and drying the potatoes up in the Andes with below 0 temperatures Celsius, by the way. It was done before the dry freeze industry here in the cold civilized world, the U.S. took place. And you're talking about 2,400, 2,300 years ago. Now, why is this Chuño so good? Because this is the way that the natives in South America, one of the few group of smart people in the planet, save food for the non-raining season, for the bad harvest, and you name it. They put it in costales, 100-pound costales, made out of the special material done with special trees, chop, and then they need the stuff together because it's supposed to breathe when you are saving it, while it's getting to be Chuño. The process needs some air because it has to air out. Okay, so this is dried potato. They can last hundreds of years. I said again, hundreds of years, 0 chemicals. Nada, 0, 9, niet chemicals. It's pure ancestry knowledge, real knowledge. So basically the natives get the good potatoes, they sell it in the market, the medium potatoes, they make a Chuño, and the low potatoes, they eat it right there on the spot. And then they leave it outside in the freezing temperature overnight, and the next day they go step on it. No shoes, by the way. That's almost the same way that the Italian and the who else used to make wine? The Greek used to do. You just step on it, and the peel come up. You have 0 peel, no potatoes. Peel is completely out. So you peel the potatoes, and then you leave it 3 days out there, and you allow them to freeze solid. And then after that, you have it in the river or in the little creek or whatever to get the starch out. Okay? So it's a process that lasts almost a week and a half. And after that, you put it on the right costal, the right sack, a special sack for air until it dries completely. Remember, it came out of the little creek, river, or whatever they have there, a big pond of water, to get all the white things that the potato has. So Chuño, C-H-U-N-O, is food for the Andean region: Ecuador, Peru, Chile, Bolivia, northern Argentina. The natives in Colombia do it. You pass the Andean region, you get into the Amazon jungle, and some of the natives over there, they use it. We're going to talk about that in another video, about the new discovery of the Colombian archaeologists on Brazil, like indigenous. So we're going back to how the ancestors used to prepare and say the food. Never mind chemicals that give you cancers, never mind the stuff that's now fast and ruin your life and ruin your body. So I found this, and believe it or not, in my preferred, what is it, Vietnamese supermarket. And in that supermarket, they have a whole aisle. Will you bring me the quinoa cookies? They have a whole aisle, nothing but Peruvian products, not Latin American products. Besides Goya, even though it's Latin America, is not quite Peruvian, but they are from Mexico, or even here from the U.S. all the way down to Argentina. It's a private company, so you're gonna put money in it. Puerto Rican, and they have those two aisle 1 and aisle 2 facing each other with all the products. And this one is Peruvian, and they have a lot of stuff. It's on the top shelf, on the second shelf, right next to the heater, on the right side. Just throw it. Okay. See, quinoa. It's pronounced quinoa. Okay, this is not English. This is not Spanish. This is a Quechua. So learn how to pronounce it. Don't let the Anglos screw you around. And this is a quinoa cookie made out of quinoa. The seed is not a grain, so don't argue with the people that are from there. And some idiots over here, it's a grain. No, it's not, idiot. Seed, because it grows on top, not on the bottom. Okay, and they make cookies and mix it with berries. And let me read this real quick to you. Toro grasa, grease, 1%, 0.5 grams. Saturated grease, 000. Cholesterol, 0 grams. Sodium, 0 grams. Carbohydrate total, 71 grams, 26%. Fibra dietetica, dietetic fiber, 7%. Azúcar, sugar, 0.8 grams, natural sugar, not added sugar. 0.8 grams, so you're talking about milligrams, 800 milligrams. Incluye 0 grams, azúcares añadidos, 0. Nothing added to it. Vitamin D, 0%. Calcium, 84 milligrams. You're talking about milk. You don't need milk if you eat potatoes, guy. You do not need milk if you eat potatoes. I know the conception in the north says you have to eat animals to survive. No, you don't. You get the right type of beans, right type of vegetables. You can kick them and they beef around. By the way, 1.4 billion people don't eat beef every day. Indians eat one beef or chicken once in a blue moon because that's the culture. They don't. What else? Minerals. Vitamin D, 1%. Calcium, 6%. Hierro, iron, 70%. 3 grams. 3 grams of iron in this. So this is very interesting kind of vegetables. And this is the quinoa cookies, also Peruvian, made by who? Inca Sul, Southern Inca Company. They got so much stuff that I'm not even gonna. Well, let me read it to you. Grasa, 70 grams. Grease, 70 grams. Saturated grease, 9%. 2 grams and 30 grams of the cookie. Trans grease, 0%. Monosaturated grease, 2 grams. Polysat, 1 gram. Cholesterol, 0 grams. Sodium, 73 grams. Potassium, 41 grams. Carbohydrates disponibles. Carbohydrates, 21 grams. Azúcares totales. Sugar, total sugar, 5 grams. Fibra dietética, dietetic fiber, 1 gram. Proteins, 2 grams. In 30 grams product, so maybe 2 cookies. Do you hear the minerals on this? So don't allow idiots to brainwash you and tell you that you need beef all the time or chicken. No, you know, you got to get the right type of vegetables. Sometimes you got to pay a little bit. This right here, this bag was about $3.49, and it's 12 ounces. This right here, how much was it, producer? The cookies? About $3, right? Around $3, and it's 180 grams. Okay, ounces. They don't talk about ounces over there. That's U.S. only. 180 grams. So here it is. This is for the U.S. kind. 6.35 ounces. 6 packages, 2 cookies a package. So basically, the next video I'm gonna process these potatoes for you. I'm gonna put it in water and allow you to see the process. You gotta soak in water overnight first, 12, 14 hours, and then you break it with your fingers, and then you cook it like boil. You put seasoning, of course, and then you can eat green onions, white onions, and a little bit of garlic, a little bit of salt, and if you want to put egg, you can put egg or whatever else you want to put. So this is the how the natives used to eat 2,300 years ago, and they were a culture. Remember, the biggest nation or the biggest empire in the whole world was the Incas, down from Argentina all the way up to the southern part of Colombia. And this is how they kept the people alive. Potatoes was the best meal. Real quick, I have been keeping up with the new toys that the defense Russian industry is coming out with. That is unbelievable. There are 2 or 3 videos in the Donetsk Republic, the western side, that are pushing Ukrainians out of the foxholes, the trenches, and using the new BMPT, the Terminator. Golly. I cannot imagine what a 30mm automatic gun does to a position. Never mind a tank. The tank is only 1 bullet and it goes inside and blow up and that's it. But when you got an automatic 30mm, it's kind of ooh, your body goes into little pieces. So this is why you have a lot of them running away and surrendering, because destruction is to the max. And as Mr. Putin says, the 3 main objectives is destroy the Nazis or neo-Nazis, destroy the Ukrainian army, which they have been destroyed 2 times, and now they're going in 3 times. This is sad when you get a 16-year-old kids kidnapped and sent it to the front line without no training. That's sad. And you get 64, 65-year-old, like people like me. I'm 62, older than me, going to fight. It's like, what the heck? When this is going to stop? This is not going to stop, because the West is pushing, helping for total destruction, which is unbelievable. But eventually, Mama Bear is going to take over the eastern part of Ukraine, not the whole country, because that would be a mess, and it's going to be very costly. They're going to claim what belongs to them, since Catherine the Great, read the history, hopefully not in English, because the bias is right there. German history or book in Spanish, and they tell you about Catherine the Great, the creator of the Crimea Peninsula, the founder and creator of Odessa. Odessa belongs to the Russians, not the Ukrainians. So they are sending people to basically to die. This is why they don't want to go. They don't want to do it, because you cannot fight Mama Russia without this artillery. And as you know, the West is not prepared to fight Mama Bear, because they don't even have bullets to put on their houses. whatever left of the M777, which is made in the U.S., but the original idea was from Bayu, BAE company, which is a British company, the biggest military consulting company of the British government. It's not a U.S. invention. It is not a U.S. piece. We have another two different kinds, but the 777 is kind of okay. But if you can see the picture, we got the old D30, the old Facebook D30, which is basic, simple, and it have a longer reach. In artillery, what it counts is the reach with a regular 152.5 millimeter. Some people call it 153 millimeter, but that's fine. 153 millimeter Russian artillery, which now they are producing like crazy. The amount of artillery that they fire is incomprehensible for the idiots in the West. All these idiot generals that we have here say, where would they know that they're going to have so much artillery? If you believe in the West, you need to wake up, because we are in deep doo-doo right now. I keep saying, get your passport ready and head down to South America. They all flipped the bird at the Germans when they went. The president went to Chile. Pardon me, he's not the president. The chancellor went to Chile, went to Argentina, went to Brazil, and all those countries went here and said, we're not going to fight with Mama Bear because we got no business with them and we believe in peace. It's true. You don't find too many wars in South America. The last war was in the 1800s. Nothing in the 1900s. A little border problem between Ecuador and Peru. They're brothers. Send stupid Indians, as I call it, because the line was not marked. And they've been fighting since even before Christopher Columbus. So, and probably in another 50 years, going to be another little war. But that's not here, not there. Be ready, get stuff like this. Even though you're not used to the taste, the flavor, but this will keep it alive. This is not going to go bad in a year, 2 years. If you keep it in a dark, a dry place, cool, dry place, it stays longer, or get into the can, potatoes in the can. Some beans, so you don't need meat. Yes, lentils, kidney beans are the best beans. And then be ready, yes, in case that the idiots over here in Washington start shooting the nuclear rounds, or start pushing the Russians with nuclear, limited nuclear special rounds, which they already says, you play with one, we're going to blow you up. And they have hypersonic missiles. The US doesn't, European, they don't. The Chinese do, the North Koreans do, the Russians do, and the Brazilians have them, but they're not yet. The problem with the Brazilian and South American hypersonic missile is that they have a problem communicating with the satellite. So their reach is only 200 kilometers. You cannot go farther than that. But they have it. They have the machine, they have the speed, but they're working on the communication. That's on the issue. They're not good in satellites and communication satellites. But they have it. The hard part is done. They're just working with communication part, which is normal. Okay, guys, this video basically, it was for you to let you know, Chuño. Try it. I think you can find it in Amazon, but it has to be Peruvian. Okay, first of all, it's your only country, and some Ecuadorians too. It has to be Peruvian or Ecuadorian, Chuño, and then remember the company. And then maybe you have a 20-30 in a plastic bottle, in a plastic container, emergency food in case you need it overnight, sucking water, and then you boil it in next morning, and you mix it with vegetables. Hey, your family has no problem. Talk to you later. Behave, and then be ready, because we're getting deeper and deeper in military actions with the rest of the world. Not only with Russia, but now you know who's helping Russia to protect themselves, because everything has changed. Everything in the world has changed for the better. For the better. Okay, so behave, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.